They did me dirty, but they've been doing me dirty, and I've been trying to reach out to you all. I'm trying to get the truth out. Nobody will help me. I am the best probate judge in Douglas County of all time. Quote me on that. The greatest of all time. I feel like Kanye West. Somebody screen record this because I'm saying it in his voice. I am the greatest probate judge of Douglas County of all time.
Christina Peterson finally had a response to the fact that she's no longer a judge, been kicked out, fired for basically embarrassing herself. She's had quite a fall from grace. And now she is responding on IG, of course, talking about that. So we're going to unpack her recent comments on IG and actually see the replacement judge of Christina Peterson. Let's get into it. Like I said before, Christina Peterson's journey from being a probate judge to her current situation is dramatic, to say the least.
The Judicial Qualifications Commission have taken 6 days so far, spread over 3 months. Judge Peterson originally faced 50 counts, but those have since been cut nearly in half. They still include what Peterson did to a woman who just wanted to get her biological father's name right on her marriage certificate.
I just don't have a memories of my dad. I don't know who he is.
These are the first public comments from P.J. Skelton, the Henry County woman thrown in jail by probate judge Christina Peterson in 2021. Skelton had written her uncle's name on the original 2016 marriage certificate where it asked for her father, because her uncle is the one who raised her. She filed paperwork to change her marriage license just in case it was an issue. Instead, Peterson told her to come to court, then ordered her jailed 48 hours and fined $500 for contempt. The order also leaves in place other disturbing allegations involving Peterson. Her decision to let 7 people into the courthouse for a Saturday wedding, even though the sheriff's office had warned earlier they didn't have staff to operate the security checkpoint.
She put all of the employees that work in this courthouse and the citizens who would come that Monday morning at risk.
Ma'am.
Take me where you want to take me.
I can't take
no,
you. I don't
take
have any
me.
identification on
And
me.
I don't care. You don't need the identification. You have locked people up if you...
The Douglas County judge arrested and charged with a felony following a fight at a Buckhead nightclub has been removed due to unrelated violations.
She's been fired. And then the Georgia Supreme Court finally said, you know what? The firing was correct a couple of weeks ago. You're no longer a judge. Get out of here. So let's check out her replacement.
The laws of Georgia.
And the laws of Georgia.
So help me God.
So help me God.
God bless you, God.
Valeria, she'll assume that is Nietzsche.
Thank you, Chief Judge McClain, for this appointment, and it does not fall that you did not have to do it. Thank you, Pastor Smith, for the invocation. Oh, but God. I must give honor to God. This was a blessed endeavor from the very start. I fasted to be obedient, but God did the rest. He put people in my circle to give me encouraging words, people who would give their time and their energy to support me. He rallied the whole community to be involved, and they supported me with all they had. I must thank those people today. I hate to start mentioning names, but if I do not call your efforts out publicly here today, do know that you hold a special place in my soul. So charge it to my head and not to my heart. Sheriff 10 Pounds, the king and queen maker. All I can say is thank you. Solicitor General Sonia Compton, who saved my job on the off chance I would not be standing here today. My good friend, my sister in Christ. Not many people would have done their job, and mine too, to give me a chance to fulfill a dream. Thank you. Tammy Tatum, whose support was fanatical and relentless. I could not have covered so much ground without you.
The reason why I wanted to show you a little bit of the new judge, her name is Valerie V. as the new Douglas County probate judge. And I wanted to show you how there's a big difference between how she's speaking and how you're going to see the IG video of Christina Peterson and understanding what kind of judge would you want judging your case, a judge representing your county. Let's settle in and see what Christina Peterson has said since she's no longer the judge.
I have my live on, people. So don't say anything out of line because we'll all be locked up.
I won't. Oh, shit. I'm going
I know how to get away. There are countries that don't have extradition, and I will be in one.
It's funny, trying to be funny, but don't sound very professional. Don't say anything out of line because we'll all be locked up. I may be a bit of a stickler on this one, but is that this thing you want your judge to be talking about? I mean, she's playing around, but at the same time, being professional is probably one of the reasons why she's no longer a judge. She couldn't be professional.
I'm good. We're about to do an interview.
Simon don't play.
Thank you. Thank you so much. She said, we love you in Atlanta. Nothing but support for you. I appreciate that, man. People don't really know the real struggle, the real truth. People just so quick to hop on the bandwagon of negativity, trying to bring their fellow sister down. It's insanity.
Okay, so you notice this is very similar to Mayor Hanyard, the mayor that I've covered a lot on this channel. Tons of videos. If you're on this channel, you've probably seen a few.
I always tell y'all, let me teach you something, let me educate you, they're my famous words. And I say that because a lot of people are misled, they are led astray, they are bamboozled, hoodwinked, and you guys don't even understand what has really transpired here in Thornton Township. And there's so much hate in this room as relates to the great things that we do, because the devil do have people working for him and people come out. I see a lot of y'all horns today.
It's always a victimization. When you saw the new judge talking about the things that people helped her get to this point, having some level of humility, having a level of understanding is not all about you. As you see more, and we'll check out more of this video, is she will constantly show that it's not her fault, shifts the blame. Again, you'll see this and we'll see more of this video, but this is her way of handling doing something wrong. You'll think maybe she should apologize for what she has done so far to the point where she's no longer a judge. But let's keep watching.
I appreciate y'all spreading positive messages about me on the internet. I know you see me on TikTok, Twitter. What is it? Everything. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the Food Network.
She wanted to be famous. She wants to be famous. And I think she should just go and do that. Do the social media thing. Leave the serious legal stuff to people who actually take it seriously. There's nothing wrong with being a social media influencer or whatever you want to call it. There's tons of lawyers on YouTube doing very, very well. They're not embarrassing themselves like Christina Peterson. There's tons of lawyers on TV. So she could just do the whole entertainment thing and do well doing that.
These people are insane in the membrane. Just so quick to be negative and spread lies. But we're going to get the truth out because the lies travel faster than the truth. So they got you to come to my page by spreading lies. So I appreciate all you for coming to seek the truth.
You notice that term, this is lies. You're spreading all these lies on me. They trying to take me out. How are they doing that? Now, I know she's probably doing an interview, but she should start pushing that like immediately. How is this possible that they're out to get you? You had 50 counts of misconduct. 50. These charges included a variety of ethical violations and inappropriate behaviors as you served as the probate judge in Douglas County. Where is the setup? How are they setting you up? I think you set yourself up, but that's just my opinion.
I'm going to do some more stories, put some more truth out there. I think some people going to be upset. We're going to be upsetting some people by putting the truth out and what's really going on.
I can't wait to hear what's really going on because I know the issue with her attacking a cop. She was defending a woman. The problem is you still went out your way to lose your mind and get into a physical altercation with a cop. Disrespecting him, disrespecting many of the police officers when they took you in. Was that a filter on her, her face right there? I saw a filter thing. Oh, whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
Y'all can still call me judge. I'm not a judge anymore, but you can still call me judge. Please.
No. I think, and this is my opinion, if you got kicked out of being a judge, you should not be called a judge. If you retired as a judge and you no longer practice, you no longer are a judge. Yeah, we call you judge, but you were fired.
Please understand, my price went up if you need me to represent you, though. Listen, Peterson for the people. I still am for the people. But I done seen how y'all don't really got my back like I had yours. So please understand, trust and believe. Y'all gonna have to pay me for my services. You understand?
Victim blaming, and she was honest. It's about the money. She wasn't about the people. She corrected herself, and then she probably a little slip right there. She never cared about the people, and she blames the people for allowing, again, 50 counts of judicial misconduct, and it's the people's fault.
They did me dirty, but they've been doing me dirty, and I've been trying to reach out to you all. If you go look at my old post on Peterson for the people, I've been asking. I was like, anybody have contacts to the media? I'm trying to get the truth out. Nobody would help me. Nobody run a probate court. I am the best probate judge in Douglas County of all time. Quote me on that. The greatest of all time. I feel like Kanye West. Somebody screen record this and then you're going to copy Kanye West because I'm saying it in his voice. I am the greatest probate judge of Douglas County of all time.
She sounds like she's legit related to Tiffany Hayard. The level of delusion is extraordinary. The ego on this person. First of all, you're not Kanye West. You never will be Kanye West. Yes, Kanye West is a little crazy, but I think he could back it up with his talent. That's just my opinion, but that's not the point of this. The greatest, again, but we'll go with how the greatest probate judge ever had 50 counts of judicial misconduct. She jailed a woman for trying to change her name on her marriage certificate. How are you the greatest of anything?
And y'all better really ask the people. The real people, the people who came to my court and actually did business with my court. You better ask the staff there that I protected on my way out and made sure they couldn't be fired. Please understand that. I am the greatest probate judge of Douglas County of all time. You know what I'm saying? When you're a judge, what they did to me, they would put all these lies and stuff out there about me, all of these false allegations and all of these false charges, false complaints. And then if I try to speak on it, they'll make another complaint about that. If I try to put the truth out there. So what I'm doing right now is living and speaking. Listen. He didn't know I was a judge until he put his hands on me. So once he put his hands on me, then he found out I was a judge. And that's why I believe he came up with the I hit him story. Why are you a target for the judicial system? Why am I a target? I was the first in Douglas County. I'm the first black. I'm the first woman. I'm the first Democrat probate judge in Douglas County. I am the first judge who was I'm the first black elected judge who was initially elected as a judge, not appointed by the governor. I'm the first judge who has been a woman, a black woman, or an African American that was initially elected for the people, by the people. So in that county, if you are that type of person, a history maker, and they're not putting their own people in, see, it's not about justice for y'all, it's justice for all. So the people that are generally there is justice for y'all.
There she goes. Sounds like someone else that we talk about on this channel. You know, I am the first black woman in power. Sounds like Tiffany Hayard. Peterson is not going to take accountability. She's going to consistently shift blame and avoid taking responsibility. She thinks that they did her dirty. They've been doing all types of terrible things. She's been trying to reach out. She's been trying to share her story. It's a classic victim narrative with no acknowledgement of her own faults or missteps. 50 counts of misconduct. There is no way that she is innocent of all 50 of them. Doesn't make any sense. These statements come off as rambling, confusing. You're not even explaining anything of how this is a lie, how's the setup. That's why I showed a little bit of her replacement. You can sound that there's some level of humility. She didn't say, I got here because of me. I got here because of all of the support I received over the years. Notice she didn't say anything about that. It's me, 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 me. Zero accountability.
And I'm a justice for all type of person. So if you're not with their program, they're gonna get rid of you. Do I accept responsibility for what? I accept responsibility for my language, if you're talking about the incident.
What school he went to? Yeah, that's all I had. The E and J.
And she barely wanted to, she didn't want to even acknowledge that one. She had to set a search for any kind of thought, like, yeah, I guess my language. Yeah. So I think this is probably the end for Christina Peterson. She may try to appeal. She may try to find a way to get back, but I think this is it. She's not gonna go back as a judge. She's embarrassed herself. She embarrassed the county. I think she'll try to do some kind of social media thing. She's still a lawyer. She can still practice law. She could still be a lawyer somewhere else. She could be a judge somewhere else. I doubt all those things are going to happen. Instead of owning up to her mistakes and showing some level of humility and class, she makes excuses and disrespect others. So good luck to Christina Peterson. But what do you guys think about what's going on in this story? Let me know. Put in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. And I see you guys in the next video.